Capricorn, how you doing, guys? So we are changing things up slightly for the weeklies. If you've seen Pisces and Aquarius, you'll notice that we're going to change. We're going to do a lot of these and then clarify them and tell you what you got coming through, things to be aware of, spirit, all that kind of stuff. Then we'll clarify them, and then we'll look at some other cards of in the shadows and other messages that you may want to know of, and then also clarify those too. So how you doing, Capricorn? Don't forget that you can watch this as a Gemini, a Capricorn, if you're following me in numerology. See if the messages sync up somehow. Okay, I think you're trying to become in sync. Unless it's something to do with a water sign, a tap, maybe, something to do with a fish, or a Cancer, or a Scorpio. You could have this in your chart. But you're trying to find synchronicity, or Cynthia, or Steve, or Sarah, or Sassy, or Cece. But I'm trying to find something. You could be dealing with a Virgo or Life Path 9. And I'm trying to be more in sync with mind, body, and soul. And I'm trying to, like, meditate or something like that, and blah, 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 and find synchronicities. So you really could be finding a lot of numbers just lately and stuff like that, and finding synchronicity. A feeling like something is going to happen, or very soon, or you're trying to manifest it. So let's see. So for Capricorn, let's see what's going on. Any messages that you want Capricorn to be aware of this week, please. Starting from the 2nd of November. Any messages that you want Capricorn to be aware of, please. So you have kissing ass. So out of all this deck, what sign did this come up in? It was, because I can see my icon, Aquarius. So you could be dealing with a Leo or an Aquarius, and it was all about somebody basically coming back in order to apologise to someone, offering them something, maybe just an apology, or just someone that I haven't spoke to in quite some time. So if you have like Aquarius or Leo placements, or your partner does, or anything like that, and you're relating to that Aquarian reading, then the same card came out. So you could have this placement right here. But basically someone is on their way back in order to apologise for what they may have said or what they may have done to you. Okay, and basically try to get back in. But I think the Aquarius one was about being careful around someone that lies, okay? Or Elijah, or Lee, or Lisa, or Linda, or Belinda, or anybody given with L. Even another Elzebub, which could be another Capricorn, okay? But like, if you've got someone around you, or Scotland, that someone's constantly lying and stuff like that, and sleeping their way around, then just be very careful, Jen. Jen, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack. Let's see. I actually went through my patrons and realised how many people are called Jennifer on here. Quite a few. Let's see. Aquarius. Sorry, no. Capricorn. Sorry, but you just come up in that reading. Let's see. Capricorn. Any messages that you want Capricorn to be aware of, please, this week for Capricorn to be aware of? Any messages for Capricorn to be aware of? So you've got creative muncher, someone stealing someone's ideas. So it really could be the fact that Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all of that kind of stuff, and it might be the fact that I stole your idea, blah blah blah, and I need to apologise. Okay, really don't know it, but it says stealing ideas, copying your work, duplicates and feeds off you. Okay, so anybody around that kind of copying other people's work, copying their whatever it be. But I always feel a copycat could be a cat, could be a Leo or an Aquarian person. Okay, to be honest with you, out of all the signs, okay, the only one I ever really see as a copycat is an 8, which would be an Aquarian energy, maybe. But I've come up against a lot of Aquarians that have copied my work for some reason. I don't know why, but they I always seem to come up against Aquariuses as the copycat star sign of them all. Okay, so I don't know here about if someone is like, creative ideas are only going to be an idea if it's put out publicly. So if it's put out publicly, I keep hearing the name Lee or Laura or Lucy or Lucifer or Capricorn, but like taking other people's ideas, which would mean, okay, I want to look better than anybody else, I'm going to have to steal their idea because it's not really my own. Okay, so whatever that comes up for you, just be aware around other people copying other people's work here. Capricorn. Now, if you've got an idea of anything that isn't even spiritual, that's not even spiritual, it's just an idea that you've got, the chances are, right, the chances are, now this is a very way of looking at this, Capricorn. The chances are of any kind of creative idea that someone has, I can guarantee you, or Gary or Tina, but I can guarantee you that a lot of people have already done it somehow. Okay, there's been some kind of way that someone has already done it. Now, how is this also very strange when it comes to spiritual stuff, right? So, you know, a lot of these people that like law of attraction and all of that sort of stuff and blah, blah, blah. When I was first waking up, like about 13, 14 years ago or more, okay, when I started to become spiritual, I was hearing a hell of a lot of stuff that I used to write down, and I used to vlog it and journal it and write it all down, okay, and if you're a part of Becoming the Change, you'll see if you go right to the bottom that I was writing about a lot of stuff years ago. Before then, I used to see these visions and hear this stuff, but I never really spoke of it because it wasn't really my calling. I started going more towards not the videos of like, okay, this is law of attraction and people that just talk about that sort of stuff, but like I went down the tarot card route, okay? So, but I also teach. But a lot of the stuff that I used to hear spiritually, a lot of people now are actually doing that as a living, okay? But that's not copying my idea, because I don't believe that someone can copy a spiritual idea. So there has to be something around you that is, I don't know. Well, whatever it relates to you, Aquarius. I don't want to try and figure it out, because if it's but keep hearing Aquarius, it must be an Aquarian. It's got to be an Aquarian. I don't know. But this is funny story. Okay. I'm a Gemini moon, so I can come up in sixes, right? Just for instance, what was this? Okay, so I'm a part of the music industry and also people on YouTube and stuff like that, right? So one of my favourite person come up called Avi. His name's Avi, okay, and he's a creator, and he does a lot of beats and stuff like that, and he talks a lot about music stuff, and he did this video where someone was calling out this guy for stealing their beats. Okay, and he literally got people to all join, and then once they'd all joined, they used to give in their beats to this person, okay, thinking that they were going to say, oh yeah, that's really good, blah, 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 and give their work to someone and give their beats over to this guy, and then he would completely vanish, take the beat himself and copyright it and say that it was his. Okay, and he got caught out for it, and he's got called out for it on YouTube. Okay, and then people are kind of starting to realise that I give my person this beat, and they stole my beat and they called it themselves. Like Ice Cube apparently did this years ago. It might be around music, but like I don't know. Ice Cube did this a long time ago, where he apparently stole. Who was that? Like he always used to sing about the reefers and shit like that. But apparently he stole their music. But I don't know. It might be stealing one's... It could, like I said, it could even just be something that comes up on YouTube like it did me. And I noticed that there are a lot of people around the music industry talking about someone stealing someone's beats here. Let's see. So you got bad reputation, Capricorn. Somebody's getting a bad rep for doing this. That's what I'm saying. It could be called out. It could be called out. The thing is that when you copy someone else's idea, okay, someone else gets to see it. So I don't know if this is relating to the creative muncher stealing other people's ideas, or if it's because someone's getting a very bad reputation by doing so here. Okay. Kissing ass, creative muncher, and bad reputation. Let's see. Capricorn. Any... Well, beware of the Capricorn, Evie. Devi. This is, yeah, the... Oh, never mind. Let's see, because I just realised I was talking to Capricorns. Let's see. I know. Let's see. Capricorn. Anything for them to be aware of, please, for Capricorn. If you only knew. Anyway, so in their head, overthinking, stressed, and overanalyzing. It might be overanalyzing that people are going to steal your idea here. but it is giving someone a bad reputation. But majority of this could be in the head, overthinking, stressed and overanalyzing situations. I mean, I can't really see your love life at the moment, but this really isn't love life. You know what your love life's doing, right? If not, take advantage of the half price reading, right? I will also looking at love lives, but we'll probably do it next week, right? Let's see. Any messages for Capricorn to be aware of, please? For Capricorn to be aware of this week. So you've got lonely. So Lee, I keep hearing Lee or Laura or Lucy or Lucifer. One more card, please, for Capricorn for them to be aware of. Haunted. See, normally, right, Norman or Normington or Nigel or Niall or Noel, but anybody begin with N, Normington, well, that was Laura Felix. She was Laura Normington. Yeah. But normally when I do your readings, they always come up with a shitload of cards that I can't see what the hell's going on. Like, there's always so much chaos when I do like a Capricorn reading. Like, it's always full of chaotic energy. The sense that makes none. Libra. Or the nun herself. Yeah. What is the kissing arse for? Why does Capricorn have kissing arse? Who is this with kissing arse? So you got Libra too here. Someone that is online also here. Very apologetic. So you could be getting a call. The same energy came up through Aquarius. So if you know an Aquarian, a Leo or a Loaf Path 8 or something like that, this person's pretty much going to be apologising or trying to speak to you somehow and explain where they've been or what they've done, okay? But they're trying to apologise, okay? They're definitely watching and thinking about how they can apologise to someone here. Now, it might not be an apology because it is actually just kissing someone's arse. Now, it could also be someone that's spiritual. You could actually be loyal to the wrong people, kissing their arse here. Let's see, creative muncher. Because this is, like I said, man, this is also spiritual stuff. This is spiritual, psychic warfare, mediumship, people that are, like, you know, they all are and want to be and everything. And the problem with it is, it's not this, because I'm a different reader, right? A lot of people, they love to live in that hairy fairy land. Like, they really do. They love to be able to hear how spiritual they are. And I've been asked it many questions. Steve, I need a tarot card reading. Can you tell me about how spiritual I am? Very. Can you tell me what gifts I have? I don't know. Well, you can't fly. You can't do all of those kind of things. What gifts have you have? Well, I don't know. If you were a medium, you would know. If you're a psychic, you would know. But what are you going to do about it? What are you doing about it? So what good does it do? But I get asked it a lot, like, because of the amount of stuff that goes around where I hear it and I've seen it myself, where a lot of people are, oh my God, everybody, Capricorn, you are so psychically spiritual this week, this month, or this year. And everyone's like, yes, that's just the stuff I really want to hear. I am, yes, I know. Right, and it can feed into that kind of stuff of like, to some people are kind of like, yeah, I know I am, and you're like, oh, this is I am. This is the person that's been stealing my shit. Here, was on here. I keep hearing his name all the time here. Came up in Aquarius. I said it's the Aquarian that stole my shit, and it was. Came up in the reading here. Creative muncher, stealing other people's ideas about channeling. The guy now sort of channels and says that there's going to be roller coaster accidents and fucking God knows what else. Slagged me off in the process and then started copying all of my work and saying that it was him that came up with it all. Started using numerology and fucking everything else. Here. You know, that's person that steals shit. Here. Creative muncher. Creativity muncher. So it could be a new person here. Could be your child. Could be a client. That's what I'm saying, Steve. It could be one of your clients. It's there. What do you want me to do about it, Capricorn? Okay. It could be one of your clients that are whispering in one's ear, or going back to psychics and telling them all what's going on and everything else. And, you know, and it could be one of your clients that was or still is, I've got no fucking idea, but a part of my Patreon, was on it for ages. On my Patreon account, learning all of my skills and all of my gifts, and then going off and making one's own channel and palming himself off as me, basically. So you got a copycat. You got someone that looks and watches and thinks, oh, I can make that my own, but it isn't here. But again, it's still an idea. Like I said, everything is already been done. So me, for instance, I'm making some meditation music because I know how to make meditation music from gamma and alpha and beta and all of those tones. So I can make my own, with all of the equipment that I've got. But meditation has been done 1,000 times online. So that would be copying other people that do meditation. You know, so it can be seen as that. I'm just trying not to let you guys, you know, lose your mind and get paranoid that someone's doing something and you don't know, because, you know, there's this spiritual kind of stealing energy here as well, you know, and it kept coming up a lot, you know. Let's see, bad reputation. Why is bad reputation here? Around possible Virgo or life path 9, maybe, I don't know. But again, it's someone that's refusing to open up. I can't see your love life. I think this is a hell of a lot about creativity and people that are at odds and even, or Stephen, or odds and evens, and just like, I don't know. In their head, I keep hearing my own name, and it just kind of makes me want to stay off YouTube and just let other people gain the popularity there. In their head, 6 of Cups, overthinking, stressed. Is this to do with someone else being in a relationship? The fact that, are they going to come back? Is this person going to come back? Well, they're thinking about it. So if you're kind of like, you know what, I may or may not want this person to come back, but either way, it's kind of like they're thinking about doing so here. Okay, now, if you know of someone that steals your ideas, Capricorn, trust me, I know a couple of Cappies that I've spoke to that told me that they have an idea that isn't really spiritual, but they've just got a financial idea, and that someone's been stealing their ideas of what it is that they want to do. I think 3 Cappies I know of have said this idea that they've got, it's women stuff, it's not my bag, so don't worry about me. But like, I've spoke to a few of them, and they're all kind of like, Steve, I've got this great idea, blah, 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 what do you think? Brilliant, yeah, do it, right? But then they come up with, my boyfriend has stolen my idea because I told my boyfriend. Okay, or I told my girlfriend, or I told my ex what my idea was. And because I've been telling them what my idea is, they've gone and took it for themselves and gone and done it for themselves. Okay, or done, or putchy. But they've gone and done it themselves here. Okay, so bad reputation is someone that you could really be dealing with, that you've told about your idea, and they've gone and taken your idea and they've gone and implied it into something that they're doing that may be financial. It could be spiritual. If it isn't spiritual, it's just more online marketing based stuff. I got an idea and I'm going to go ahead and do it. Okay. Now, why I don't watch a lot of YouTube stuff, I don't watch anything that is spiritual in minded of tarot readers. I just don't watch them because I don't want to see it because of being one. So I just like, right, I'm staying out the way. Lovely. So what's lonely for Capricorn? This is such a bad reading, Capricorn. I've got a very weird vibe around your energy. I really have. Like, I don't know. It's because I don't know what it is. It could be hysteria. It could just be people that are actually doing it, you know. What I've got to do is stop fucking thinking that it's involving me. But when I hear my name, it's kind of like, I am. It's him. He's here. When I hear my name, it kind of like thinks, oh, what's going on? Haunted. Seven of Swords. Memories, flashbacks, and traumatic side effects. Oh. We've got 8 here, which is like an Aquarian energy. 7 and the 1 of Swords is an 8 of Swords. You've got someone that's like in and out, Libra energy maybe. Like they come in, they take stuff and they go. This is someone that steals other ideas. They come in, they get an idea and then they go. Okay, so it can be, okay, I've got what I want now. Okay, I've had it. I've had people, man, I'm sorry, but this is still around fucking YouTube or Twitter or Instagram. It really is. The message keeps flying through. Because normally when I start talking about myself, I fucking hate doing that. But normally when I do, there's a sign there. There's a sign there, right? Or Simon or Cynthia or Sarah or Steve. But there's a sign there. And I've had this on my Patreon where people have quit and they're like, it's okay, I got what I wanted and now I know I'm off. And sometimes, like I said, people have taken my ideas and they've fucked off with them and then, you know, just applied it. Because this is like ghosting and haunted, and it's taking and going, like coming back and then leaving and then coming back and leaving. So if this is relating to this taking stuff and going, it kind of is that. It's kind of like I'm taking what I know and taking it with me. Now that can just be knowledge, okay, can be knowledge, and I'm applying the knowledge into my own method. The best way to ever do it, if you've ever got creative ideas, right, is find an idea of someone and then alter it, okay, because it needs evolution. Everything needs evolution. So it's about getting an idea, letting someone kind of think, oh, that's kind of giving me a really good idea, and then imply everything that you have and that you know and your know-how and your knowledge into it, right? That's really not stealing. That's just kind of like getting a little bit of a hint of an idea of like just a little bit of a leg up, and then, right, now I can start, you know, implementing it right here. But like I said, I do know a few Cappies where this has been their main concern, or Stern or Butchie, but this has been their main concern here. This keeps coming up. I'm gonna be fruitful with this fucking message here. Butchie Stern. You know, I remember Butchie Stern when I went to Australia, right? She used to take all of my knowledge, and she used to go into a mental health, oh, fuck knows how, but she used to go to a mental health practice, and then she used to become she was like people used to talk to her about her problems, but all of the stuff that I told her about spiritual stuff, she took that and tell her clients that it was her that came up with the idea, and they used to go, oh my God, Butchie, how do you know all of this stuff? Oh, I'm just gifted. Right? And you're like, what? That was Steve's idea. But like, I don't know what that is around here. Now, for you guys where this may not be concerned, Stern, Butchie Stern, Annalise Stern. Okay, so her son's a Capricorn. Ghosted. It's a child or a parent here that's like, I don't know, taking one's ideas and running with them. What's this? Because this Michael that did it to me, his name's Michael. He's got Cancerian, life path 7, I think it is. I'm not sure. Definitely Cancerian energy, I know. Because I used to say Michael, which is my friend. Okay, and then he was named Michael. He's like, oh, Michael. Yeah. Right. And that storyline is here somewhere. So what's this judgment for? Why is judgment here for Capricorn this week? Aquarius or Leo. Okay, so I don't know what this means to you about someone coming back and apologizing. Okay, but that's kissing someone's ass and apologising for something. Or just looking up to someone. It might be, you know, it could even be where I look up to someone spiritual. Okay, I look up to someone spiritual because they teach and they learn and everything else. But then this could be something else here. I normally get this vibe around you, Cappies, when I do your readings, right? It's like the cards are all scattered off into different messages. Like one card relates to one message, the other one relates to another one, the other one relates to someone or something else, and blah, blah, blah. It always seems that way. There's no direct path of story that I can ever really follow. What's the Page of Pentacles? It is an idea. It's kind of sleeping on this idea, right? It might be sleeping with the enemy. But creative muncher. Someone's thinking about an idea and then thinking about it, how they can evolve the idea. What's the Nine of Cups? Because it always takes an idea to create an idea. Even if you look at people like, what's her name? I don't actually follow her because I don't really like her voice very much. Who's that real big person? Abraham Hicks. Abraham Hicks, right? There's a load of people that like quote Abraham Hicks, right? Loads of people. And loads of people have spun off energies of what? Abraham Hicks, the other guy, whatever his name is, Toll, Eric Toll, and then you get loads of other spiritual people and they learn by a master of blah, blah, blah. But like, there's kind of like this vibe here of like, you know, one of those people, when you watch something, they could give you an idea and you're kind of like, oh, okay, now I've got like a huge idea and I can evolve and add more of my own stuff on that. Okay. But like, yeah, like, you know, there's loads of people that quote different people or stuff like that. What is this around? I've got to stop talking about this copying stuff because it's pissing me off. Bad reputation. Might be around your clients or your children. I mean, this is a Capricorn card here for me because it's cardinal. Cardinal earth sign. Cardinal earth sign is a Cappy. So someone here is getting a bad reputation for something here. What is in their head? Why is it, to clarify the Six of Cups? Tell me more about that. Eight of Cups. See, someone keeps coming in, causing conflict or distraction, and then leaving. Coming in and going. It's kind of like this person's coming in to say something, but then they leave as soon as they get here. So it's not. It might be an apology of some sort of a friend. Like, I'm just apologising. Now, Aquarians did have that. Okay, because there it is. And it was around Libra energy. And it was about coming back in order to apologise for something that was in my head. This creative idea stuff might be something else that's kind of going on with you here. Ten of Swords is a lonely energy of a Cancer, Scorpio, or a Pisces, or a life path 4, life path 3, or a life path 7. Lonely. Seven of Swords. What's this Seven of Swords? Is a Knight of Swords. So they're coming back. This person is memories, flashbacks, trauma, and side effects coming back because I keep hearing ex. I keep hearing like your ex is trying to get back with you here or trying to get back in with you somehow. Now, creative idea might be a child. If I stop looking at these, it might be to do with around children. Like they come back in order to just pick the children up and then they leave and they go and that's all they're interested in is the kid here. Because that's kind of like your own creativity, right? You created a child. And then you've got this Seven of Swords that's coming back in for an apology in order to make up because someone feels lonely. So, like I said, I don't know if any of you are kind of like, well, I don't have anyone, so I might as well just reconcile with an ex because that's all I've got is an ex, and I might as well just reconcile with that person. Like, you know, sometimes some people, they fear being alone. They actually hate being alone because they haven't found themselves yet, right? So they don't actually like being alone. Now, that can be men or women or both, right? But some people don't actually like being alone. So when they get out of a relationship, they can quickly run back into another one of the past, which means that they make a decision and they're kind of like, fuck, that didn't work out, now I need to go and get my ex back quickly before she or he realises that, you know, I don't want her and she meets someone else. So I've got to quickly get back there before she moves on with her life. And I've got to do that quick, you know. So I need to get back in after ghosting you and haunting you. And I have to leave because I've left, like, say, okay, oh, it's all right, don't worry, I've left him behind now, it's in the past. I'm not talking to that other woman or that other guy. You know, apology accepted, blah, blah, blah. Can we go back to the way that we was before? Because now you're on your own, because I did what I did, blah, 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 and all of that sort of stuff. And will you accept my apology? Now, it could be a friend. It could just be friends type sort of thing here. And some of you, it might be a love interest, because someone's feeling lonely, right? They want a connection with someone, but it's kind of like, well, I know you want a connection, and I've left Dorothy in the background, so I might as well now come back. Like, it feels like that someone leaves someone and then they come back to somebody before they meet another person here. That's the only thing I can kind of think of. Every Cappy reading I do is shit just lately. Like, it's really crap. Like, I can never seem to find out what the fuck is going on that doesn't give me a clear sign or signal of, like, Cappies. This is very strong message here. You know, like the Aquarius reading, the Pisces reading, I could really pick up on the storyline there. But some of it seems to be like spiritual warfare, or taking ideas off people, or something like that, or Instagram, or I don't know. Anyway, let's see. So, Sophie, I hear the name Sophie or Sophie. Capricorn, any other messages for Capricorn, please? So you got, I want to tell you so much. So that's why they're on their way back, because this person has got a lot on their chest that they want to get off of it, right? So they want to tell you so. Now, this could be you, Cappy, if you're like, oh my God, I'm just about to go back with someone and my ex. It could be you, right? But basically, I want to tell you so much because I'm on my way back with an apology. Kissing your ass. Okay. Capricorn. Any messages for Capricorn? I couldn't tell you face to face at all. So you may not have even seen this person's face at all. But I couldn't tell you face to face. So they did it via message or text message probably. Okay. So you could have had a breakup or dumped someone or something like that, and they just disappeared, and now it's like, I couldn't really tell you face to face at the time, but now I need to tell you so much about what's happened, right? Now, it's kind of like catching up with a friend or a person or an old-time lover here. Capricorn. Is this relating to you at all, Capricorn, the first reading? Was I babbling on too much about that creative bollocks idea? I love myself enough to walk away. I find it very difficult. I'm very analytical. I have to get into what the fucking cause of the reading is. I can't finish the reading until I feel as if I'm satisfied that I've given you what you're looking for. And sometimes when I don't know what that is, I have to keep looking. I love myself enough to walk away. Any other messages for Capricorn? I don't know how to let you go. You see, it's kind of like this person's in and out like mustard, bruv. Like, they can't let go. They can't stay around long. They don't want to let you go, but they don't also possibly let you in either. Okay, I want to tell you so much. Who is that wants to tell Capricorn so much? Who is this that wants to tell Capricorn so much? Is a child or a friend, someone that you may not have spoke to in a while, and they just want to reach out and say something and just got, look, I've just got loads to tell you, right? It could even just be a friend. But it's basically someone's got a lot on their mind and they want to get it off and they want to tell someone something here. Now, whether that's feelings or not, or whether it's just generally speaking, I'm not sure. But, or Gary, I couldn't tell you face to face. Again, it's this energy where humans start to act more like children here. Okay, I couldn't tell you face to face because we were at odds. Okay, so this is a very good way of life, right? Talking about something that is when there's tension it's not a good time to manifest. And Pisces had this. Not a good time to manifest, right? So it's not a good time to talk when things are under distress. It's you need time to start, you need space to think about space, basically. Okay, so I couldn't tell you face to face, and I had to possibly message you it. Okay, because I couldn't talk to you or see you or anything like that. I love myself enough to walk away. 6 of Wands. You see, it's an attention-seeking energy that seeks people attention, and then when they got it, they turn their back on them. Here, it's kind of like, oh, it's okay, I only just wanted your attention, and now I got it, now I can leave. You know, or it's okay, just something I wanted, and now I'm off. Like, okay, was that it? Could just be 2 friends catching up again, but I don't know how to let you go. The 3, Pisces. I don't know how to let you go. And they want you back. It's kind of like this energy that's coming in, Capricorn, this week. And I don't know what it's involving, but that creative muncher and all of that stuff, it could have related to the lying energy. Okay, it could have been relating to the lying reading. Now, Aquarius had that in their reading. I think it was a Pisces. I'm not sure. I think it was Aquarian. But it was to do with, like, someone wants to come back, form the apology, but lies. They lie and manipulate and steal. Okay, so they just lie. It could be coming from that reading. That it's just kind of like, it's just a different set of cards that's kind of interpreting it in a different way. It's just someone wants to come back in and go through whatever else it is, because they can't, they probably can't be alone. Like, I can't stand being alone on my own. I have to be in a relationship. I have to have a connection quick. Okay, so I've got to get with you. Now, it might be where someone's just about to go into a relationship or something, and someone knows that they are, and they try to stop the person from doing that before they do it, which means that I need to come back to you before you go. Okay, I need to let you know something before you leave. I don't know how to let you go. They can't. It's just that I can't seem to let you go out of my life. It's kind of like this ultimatum, you know. I want to tell you so much, well, you haven't. I couldn't tell you face to face, well, you need to. I love myself enough to walk away. It's very fucking weird. Like, I got in this with a Cappy, which was Laura Felix. Okay, same cards, you can see them. Okay, I want to tell you so much, had loads to say, but she didn't have any reply to much of it because she didn't want to indulge in her life. So she's very quiet and reserved when it came to telling you anything about her job or about her house or her home or, you know, what she did for a living. Everything was hush hush. Can't tell you any news. It's all fucking, you know, can't tell you. Anyway, what about you? And you would end up fucking like diving your guts out to this person, fucking telling them everything about your life. And they would ask questions, but when you ask it back, they wouldn't tell you anything about themselves. They just ask you loads of questions about you, dig into your personal information, and I want to know about you, so I can take all of your info and what you do and probably use it against you, right? So I couldn't tell you face to face, came up where it was a Cappy that never did. It was just a person that was online. I couldn't tell you here, right? So for me, that was kind of like, what? And then it was like, okay, so now I'm going to give you an ultimatum here. You either show your face and let me know who you really are, okay, or I can't keep talking to you because you're just a person online. You are literally just a person online. I need to see your face. I need to know who you are. And then it was like, okay, forget it then. And you're like, because it's here. These are children. These are like spying and watching and not seeing energies because they're thinking. So they mean that I haven't seen you. I haven't met you. I haven't spoke to you. I don't know who you are. They can mean those because they can mean new people, right? So I'm kind of picking up this message that related a lot to kind of the same sort of stuff that I went through. So you got to be very careful, right? Because it could be, like I said, it was someone that took a load of pictures and altered all of the pictures and stuff. But it was just strange. And then when I asked to see their face, they said, no, forget it. I'm not speaking to you. Why? Because I just want to see who you really are. Why would you not do that after 6 months? And then it would make me feel shit because I wanted to see her. Because, oh, so you don't trust me then? You don't trust me for who I am? Well, after 6 months of you not showing your face, it's kind of given me a fucking lot of signs, right? So be careful, because the energy is here, right? To anybody. The person that it was with me was a cabbie, right? So you got to be very, very careful, because this energy here might even be someone that you don't even know the fuck this person really is. Like, you don't know them, okay? So I want to tell you so much, and I got a lot to tell you, but I couldn't tell you face to face, because I couldn't see you, tell you, right? So be careful. Make sure you ask to do a FaceTime, okay? Can we do FaceTime, right? So I can see who you are, okay? It's a given law, Laura. See the person's face, okay? Face. I love myself enough to walk away. Why the fuck they would want to do that when they got so much to tell someone, and I want to tell you so much and I couldn't tell you face to face, but I love myself enough to walk away? It could be the ultimatum of the other person. If you don't soon start speaking up and saying anything and being fucking honest, then you might as well just not bother here, right? Because I might not even know who the hell you are anyway. So why contact me in the first place if I don't even know who you are? I've got to see your face, because I don't know. How can I make a decision if I don't know your face? It's fucking very important. It's the face that you're going to spend the rest of your time with, right? So, like I said, you can get these people that worry about how they look, and they're like, well, I'm a really nice person, but, you know, I don't know if you're going to find me attractive or not. Well, still, it's no good building a metaphysical connection with a person if they can't see what your face looks like, because it's really important. Right? Because if they say no straight away, that's kind of a good thing. But if you build up such a rapport of talking to someone, Evie got into this for ages, okay, talking to someone via email, and I've come up against loads of people that have let me know they have also, and I've been there talking to loads of people online, and you talk to them and you talk to them and you talk to them via emails or text messages, but there's never any FaceTime. You don't know what the person looks like, right? So they can talk you into fucking anything, believing that there's a connection. And I'm just going to talk with my soulmate in twin flame, and it's such a magnetic connection that we've got. But where's the FaceTime? Where's the FaceTime, guys? It's got to be there. Don't fall for the okie doke like I did, because I will never fucking do that again here, right? There's got to be FaceTime, okay? If this story is relating to you, okay? Because there's a lot of metaphysical nonsense here, okay? I've got a connection with someone at a distance, but have we only been speaking text? Like, we've just been texting now and again. And I've got a spiritual connection with you that's all dripping like a fuck fridge, right? And I've got like an erotic connection that's warm and heated for you, okay? But do I speak up and say something, or don't I? Or am I ashamed to show who I really am if I want this to go any further? Okay, because it could be where someone's like, oh, fuck that. There's no way I'm going to show my face of who I am. I'd rather just leave it and walk off. I just want some people do this. I just want comfort. I just want comfort in a connection to know that I'm wanted and safe. But I don't want to put the effort in towards being on camera and stuff like that. Like, you know, there's a very weird fucking message around you, Cappies. So, you know, if you're talking to someone where it's becoming a little bit like, okay, there looks as if there's a connection here, I'm going to have to start showing my face and talk to this person via multimedia as FaceTime. Okay, now, I do know a few people also, so it's up to you what you're doing, but draws attraction into one's look. My looks are so gorgeous, I draw people's attention in because of the amount of pictures that I put up. So it makes men want me. For some fucking reason, I've seen a lot of people that disregard men like shit when they fall in love with someone that's so beautiful. So they fall in love with their look, okay? And they become obsessed about looking. You would. You would, right? Everybody, like if it was a gorgeous mansion that was like $250 billion and you had a private video of that person's house that was so gorgeous, you would want to look at it, right? You'd be like, fuck yeah, I'm looking at that, right? But some people, they can lead people into a false sense of security and say, huh, what, really? What, you thought there was a connection? No, I'm sorry, there isn't. I just like to be looked at, You know, I like to put my boobs on show and, like, you know, I like to look gorgeous and everything else. Brilliant. But I'm a male energy. What? Yeah, well, I do it for what? Females? Right? Or, like, you know, what do you do it for then? Well, I just do it to make myself look good. Okay, so why are we friends online then? Right? Because, well, you can look at me. Well, yeah, but we're male, female energies. You know, we got organs. I'm starting to feel fucking erotic. You're turning me on. Yeah, that's what I'm supposed to do because you're looking at me. What? What's the fucking point in that? Like, I don't get it. Why? But I've seen a lot of people do it, and I'm like, man, I don't get it. You're single? If you're that gorgeous, why the fuck are you single? Like, if you're that good looking, and there are that many erotic pictures of yourself, how the fuck are you single? Like, you know, and I don't know, man. I don't know where these messages are coming from. They may not relate to you, but that's what I've got for you, Capricorn. So, thanks very much, guys. I really appreciate it. Just watch your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, because you might get more out of it than this pile of shit, because I don't know what was going on. Okay? There you go, guys. Thanks very much. We'll see you soon.